Just a phone into slavery. Ooh, remember ourselves can free our minds, free your mind, free your mind. Ooh, ooh, I wanna love you. Oh, I wanna love you. I wanna love you.
Hey guys, so this is dating in the city, just to get y'all up to date on what's been happening. The guy, I think I did nicknames that I gave them. I think it was Guyana, he was going to New Orleans for his birthday weekend this weekend, and I'm here home. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Like, he wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah, I would have taken the free trip, but I feel I was just gonna be upset that 7-hour drive going there. Not upset, I can't talk that into existence, but just like annoyed going there, because he talks a lot. Being there, it probably would have been, you know, different, fun, you know, because we're in an environment with other people, but then you had to think about that drive back home. He said he bought his room in a rent-a-car, so he should be there now. I would think he would have, you know, texted or said something like, oh, I'm here, but we haven't had that great communication, because I haven't texted him, he hasn't texted me, and I'm kind of glad that it just ended. Yeah, so that's with him. I basically need to write down these people, like their nicknames and stuff. I did meet some other guys this week alone. Like, I just got on this new app this week. It's called BLK, and it's just like a swipe app. You swipe yay, nay, just like all the other apps. It's reminds you of Tinder, but it's for black people. So I just got on this week, and I'm talking to some people. I've actually met one person. He's 31. He's a Virgo. He's from New Orleans, but he lives in New York. His mom and sister live in Georgia. So a little backstory about him is he moved to Georgia after Hurricane Katrina. Then he went to school here in Georgia, and then he left and moved to New York because of a job, I believe. A good 10 years he's lived in New York, but he comes back and forth. Now that he's 31, he's done with New York. He basically told me that next year he's looking to buy a house back in Georgia. He comes, you know, rotates every few months, because I think he's an engineer, but he travels the U.S. a lot because he's an engineer. No kids. He's 6'2". He's good looking. He doesn't have a passport yet, but he's working on it. It was good, you know. I went over there, we chilled, met his mom, talked. We actually met on Thursday, and he's leaving to go back to New York on Monday. Today is Saturday. Yesterday, you know, he was out and about. He doesn't owe nothing to me, I don't owe nothing to him. Today he's doing stuff, and he was like, I can see you tomorrow, which is Sunday, which is tomorrow. It's my mother's birthday. So I'm like, probably not gonna see you tomorrow, but I do want to see you before you leave. He's like, yeah, I want to see you too. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I feel like maybe I should just drop it and not try to see, like, you know, what's up, because you're about to leave to go to New York. But I'm like, do I even want to, like, open that book right now? Like, not right now, but do I even want to open that book? Because, like, you're leaving Monday, and once you're gone, that's gonna be a whole nother situation. Long distance, like, I know people make long distance work, but we ain't even on that level. So next on that app, saw a guy, he's 6'6", whatever. He's like, I like you, you're cute, blah, blah, blah. Let's exchange numbers. I want you, I want to get to know you. And I just play along like, ha, you want me? Haha, what do you mean? He's like, I want you, the things I could do to you. Right then is a red flag. I don't like that. Like, why do you have to rush? Why do you have to be so eager? Like, yes, we know sex is good. You're a guy, that's probably what you think about. Us females probably think about it more. But we don't push it out there. Like, we don't say, oh, I want to do this to you and that. Like, the first conversation, second conversation, even third conversation, I feel like shouldn't be about sex. You can mention it, but then don't like, I want to do this and that to you, because now it just shows that's what you're looking for. And in your profile you could be like, oh, I'm trying to meet my wife, I'm trying to have a serious relationship. You have that in your little bio, but now that I'm talking to you, the first messages that you're sending is what you could do to me. So it's like, then I look crazy, because now I'm asking you, like, what are you looking for? And then his response is like, you. And I'm like, okay, ha ha ha. And then he sent me a video. Yes, that type of video. And I haven't responded yet. Like, I'm about to block. Like, why do y'all, guys, if y'all are watching, why do y'all feel the need to send a picture or a video? Especially if we don't ask for it. Or the conversation wasn't going like that. Like, even if the conversation was going like that, why do you feel it's your need to show what you have? Me, I like to be surprised. If we get to that point, I like to be like, oh, okay. Not like, oh, I already seen it already. Another guy that I started speaking to earlier this week, he's from Memphis or Nashville, whatever. He has 3 kids. He's a little older than me. I think he's like 38, 39. He just moved here. But one of the conversations that we had on the phone, he said, I said, oh, and chocolate. He said, yep, overdose of it. And I said, LOL, ain't nothing wrong with that. He's like, I'm gonna remember what you said. So I said, I'll tell it to your face. He said, please, by all means, do that. I said, LOL. And then he said, that means we plan on meeting. And I said, that will be the goal, or we can just keep it mobile if that's what you're looking for. That was a little hint, like, what? So I wanted his response to be like, keep it mobile? No. And then I said, and I hope you don't want to keep this mobile. He said, what's mobile? I don't do phone only friends. I said phone text. Good. So yes, we plan on meeting. I don't know if we're gonna link up today. I'm not too pressed for it. Like, of course I would like to go out and just do something. But the way Corona is set up, I'm not trying to be all out in public places like that. And I'm not trying to be in somebody's house like that I don't know. So, another guy, who was it? Another guy that I keep on talking. Oh, okay, there's a few guys. Another guy I keep on talking to. When I call, he don't answer, but he calls me. And it's just making me think like it's not a collect call, because I know like I have to like accept it, but the way the sound is, like, it's super quiet in the background. And I've asked like, where you at? He's like, outside, or I'm in the car. And then I hear like a car noise, which that also confirms that he's not locked up. But I just had the intention that something ain't right. Like, is he locked up or something? Because some of these guys that be on these apps, they be having cell phones. And you be thinking that they just, you know, out living life. But when you see their pictures, you can see like the background and the clothes they have on, and you kind of know. But like I said, with this guy, it seemed like that. I don't know if it was like the phone quality or something, but it just sounded like that. Then another guy, he said he works a lot and volunteers a lot. So we talked during the weekends, you know, morning text, how's it going, what's for lunch, whatever. And when it comes to the weekend, he always complains, oh, I need a day off, I'm gonna take off. Now when I'm like, oh, what's good, you at work, or you took off? Oh no, I'm at work, it's like Saturday, Sunday. So we've been talking for a month now, and I have yet to meet him. And he said he wants to meet me. Him, I haven't spoken to on the phone. It's all text. And for some reason, I think he's one of the ones who may be locked up. I don't know. Like, he only got like 3 pictures online. He hasn't sent me no pictures. His text is, you know, morning, or, you know, what's for lunch, or like his patients was talking about this, or they had a fight. And Saturday, Sunday come, I get 1 text, and that's like, oh, I'm working. And I wanted to be like, oh yeah, what's happening, let's meet up, but it hasn't been like that. So I'm thinking he may be locked up. I know it's wrong to think about that, but the guys that be on these online sites and you see their pictures, some of them just come out full right, like, yo, my name is so-and-so and I just want to get it out, I am incarcerated, blah blah blah, looking for a friend. I'm like, been there, done that. When I was, how old was I? When I was like 18, 19 with this guy. Was I 18, 19? I was a little older, and he was sending me letters. I don't know. But he was like my first whatever, and my first guy who was incarcerated. So I didn't know no better. That was like the thing back then when we was young. Like, oh, I know somebody in jail, we sending letters, putting money in. No, I'm good now. In my 30s, I don't want that. Last week I met, I'm catching y'all up. Last week I didn't meet a guy, but we started talked on the phone. Good conversation. He even told me that oh, today's Saturday. He actually was supposed to close on his house today, but that one conversation that we had was like 2 hours on the phone just talking. Good vibes. He's from New York. He's been down here like 10 months because of a job. His house is being built. Like I said, he's supposed to close today. He told me how to, you know, help my credit more. All in this one conversation. How to help my credit more, how to get this other loan that, you know, they report, whatever. And we were supposed to meet the next day. We were supposed to meet that day, actually. We both agreed, like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's too late, let's just wait. We have the whole day the next day. And I didn't hear from him. I was like, what? And that really, like, bothered me, because, you know, the conversation was going good. And it's like, now, the next day you switch. Like, what the hell happened between our conversation that nighttime and the next day that we were supposed to meet up, go out to eat, whatever, chill? So that just left me hanging. I haven't heard from him since. Like, and it starts, you know, you start thinking, or I start thinking, like, was it me? Was it something I said? But I'm like, freak y'all, it's y'all. Like, y'all don't know what y'all want. Like, when guys come to me and they're like, what you looking for? Now I say I don't know. Like, it may sound like horrible to say or immature to say, but now I don't know, because when I say I'm looking for something and I might find it that first day or so, it's totally different, because the guys switch. Like, guys, they, oh, I know what I want. I want this, I want that. And I'm like, oh, you're a breath of fresh air. Everything sounds so good. The next day or 2 or a week is like total opposite. So now I'm telling guys I don't know what I want, because obviously what I want is not what I'm getting. So show me something different. He vanished, and it was like a New York connection, like, yo, and he was Puerto Rican. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna keep on going to guys. So I'm like thinking, like, what is it? Is it me? I know this whole, like, I've been manifesting, and I know what's mine is going to come to me, and I know I just have to be patient. But it's like, damn, all these, like, within the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, it's just been like a damn roller coaster. Like, I can't even say good times, just like you think you find somebody and it's good. It's like a breath of fresh air. And I've been emotional these last, especially last week, because it was that time of the month. And I don't know why I'm emotional now, but it's been like a roller coaster where it's like, you talk to somebody, he's good looking, he's some of the qualities that you want, and it's like, ooh, you're going up, yes. Talk to me like, oh, this is what your goals are, this is what you want to do. Then it's like the next day, or something doesn't happen, and it's like, uh-oh, you there? Let's meet. And then it's like, we meet or we don't meet, and it's just like, and it goes down lower. Then when you meet somebody again, it goes high, not too high, and it goes down lower, and it's like, you think your highs are high, but no, your lows are like extra low. And that's what I've been facing these last couple of weeks, to the point where it's like, I just want to get off of these apps, because I know these apps, it's a good way of meeting people. It's to the point where I told myself, even though Corona's happening, I just need to be out more and just meet somebody out, genuine. It's mostly guys, of course. They're basically looking for one thing. They're not looking for something real. It's just like, oh, let's see what I could find. Or they don't think it could be true or real. Opposed to if you see somebody in a store and it's like, oh, hi. You know, like that genuine, like, meet. Like, you're not looking for nobody. You just happen to be like, ooh. You know, take a double look. On this app, it's like you're meant to look for somebody, find somebody, and then whatever your intentions are, that's what you're gonna do. So I told myself, you know, ease up on the apps, and just, you know, go out to the supermarket, you know, because that's all I really can do or want to do, is like go to the supermarket. I don't want to sit at no sports bar or nothing, because, you know, everybody else is there and stuff. So with that being said, because I just talked your ear off for like a good 20 minutes. I don't know what part it left off of, but I was saying last week, this guy that I've known, that I know, that I love, started speaking again. And it's like that now. Like, I've known him before I moved to Georgia, so I've known him, it's been 15, 16 years, and he's an Aries. I'm a Sagittarius. If y'all know zodiac signs, all I know is myself. I know Sagittarius goes well with an Aries, and Sagittarius goes well with a Leo. We was dating before I left Georgia, and then before I left to move to Georgia, and then when I left to move to Georgia, which was like 2 years after we met each other, we still kept in contact, everything, you know. Every time I would come up to visit, like that first couple of months that I moved to Georgia, I was up in New York every other weekend going to see him. And then of course it faded, and then years later he had a child, a son, and it was just like an experience. Like, it was to the point where he didn't want to tell me that he had a child that was being born. I had to hear from his friends, because he still loves me. You know, we had plans to have a child, whatever, blah blah blah. So it's on and off. The baby mama, she don't like me, and I just read this meme earlier today. I want to post a pic of this, but his baby mama gonna cry and keep his kids away. So I saw that earlier today, and that made me think about him. But yeah, she hates me. Like, she's called and cursed me out, whatever, when she sees our text messages and stuff, because he, you know, he writes, I still love you, I want to be with you, and she's seen it all. But anyway, we started talking again. He wants to move to Georgia, but the whole situation with his son, that's a situation where it's like I don't know what to tell you. Like, he don't want to leave his son because he knows what she'll probably do, but he wants to be with me, so he's split, which I have no answer. I can't give you an answer for that. He says, am I still in love with him? I say no, but I still am in love with him. I still love him. If he proposed to me today, I would probably say yes. Like, everybody knows us. I met his whole family. He's met my family. But it's just the distance. Like, he's in New York, I'm here in Georgia. That's who I'm like, just shut up and do what you gotta do already. Like, he's gonna be 40 next year. And you know, you can't tell a man what to do. You can't rush a man. Like, a man's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna do when he's ready to do. And obviously he's not ready to make that commitment to me. But I'm not sitting around waiting, obviously. If he was to just be like, yo, let's do this, I would. Why is life like this? Ah! And he sees my videos too. But I'm not ashamed, because this is life. This is real life. This is my life. This is my dating life. My relationship life. Everybody has their own things that they're going through. Some worse than others. Some crazier than others. Some more lavish than others. This is just mine, and you know, I have to accept it. You don't have to accept it, but if you're watching it, you're accepting it. No. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will keep y'all updated. He's my dog Chocolate 6'5".